Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am finally going to do a review on the new One Piece chapter, which is 745, I believe. I remember reading 744 2 weeks ago, and by that time, yeah, like this chapter I just read about now, just like many minutes ago. Oh my gosh, things are getting really tense, nitty itty bitty tight right now. Many surprising things, and what was going on is like what Doflamingo is doing. I'm like, God dang, man, you cannot be serious about this. Like, literally, are you really gonna go this far? But he's a pirate anyway, and the way I see it, he could be a major threat if he wasn't a Shichibukai. And depending what can happen, he could be as trouble. Alright, let's get this started. Before I get into this review, 2 weeks ago, we end up seeing Kiros cutting off Doflamingo's head, and we end up, of course, seeing the epicness of Sabo getting the Mera fruit and so forth, and everything. And now, like, at the end, he mentions, like, time for the bird cage, which I thought is an emergency backup plan, but at the same time, like, thought it was plan B if something was if something was so screwed up right now, you know? And later we end up getting, and by that time, yeah, the ending goes with time for the birdcage to start, and I go like, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. And now, so that's all about, like, I could say about about 2 weeks ago, chapter 744, you know, like I want to talk about it, refresh your memory a bit to let you know what's up and so forth. And now let's just get started with 745. Now we get to the beginning where somebody's like complaining. Well, Doflamingo's like subordinates are like complaining and talking about like oh, we're in trouble and so forth. Oh, no need to worry. We got two of the top fighters in our hands, and that is like Diamante and Treble. And surprisingly, I'm surprised that Treble ran away to like not fight Robin or anything. You know, pretty like pretty interesting right there. And we still see the Tontada dwarves, and they're still carrying the smile fruits. And I go like, dang it, this isn't good, man. And you know, yeah, it's pretty pitiful for them. I hope like they'll get saved, and they will. And I'm looking forward to that. Later, when things gotten then we end up seeing Robin and Koala hugging each other, and I'm like, yeah, that's a happy thing, you know. Sisterly bond. She ends up surprised to see Sabo and Hack, and she asked him, "I'm pretty sure you must be happy to see Luffy or anything, you know." And I'm surprised Robin knows Sabo, you know. I'm surprised she did not want to tell Luffy anything about Sabo by the time like the reunion for the New World, you know. But it was her choice. I don't blame her, but she's still cool. And she says, "Oh, this is Usopp," and he's like, like he's saying, "I'm Usopp," and then the two of them going, "It's okay, just pretend you're not asleep or anything, you know." And later we end up seeing something about Zoro trying to find Pika, the stone bastard he calls, you know. And I go like, "Well, this guy's gonna get lost finding him everywhere, you know. It's not like it's gonna take some time or something like that." And you know, like we later end up going back to the palace. If I missed some information before the palace, I'm sorry. This is like one of the moments and progressions that's coming to me right now that I thought I want to talk about with you boys and girls and what you think. And right now, like, it's getting really nitty gritty on the side. He says, "Time for the birdcage." Kiros was is angry, saying, "How the hell are you even still alive?" He tries to cut him again, but except another Doflamingo somehow came around him and said, "Perhaps I should show you I should show you how to behead someone." And before he could do it, Luffy manages to like managed to save Kiros from being cut open. And the moment Doflamingo cut the building, tried to cut him, the whole like half the building that they were in got cut off or something. I'm like, oh dear Lord, now I understand how threatening this guy can really be. Kiros apologized to Luffy, saying, "I'm sorry, I let my guard down, you know, forgive me for that." And later by that time, like Luffy wants to take on Doflamingo, but surprisingly there are two of them. One's that got his head cut off, and there's another one, which is like we don't really know what the hell we didn't know what the hell is going on. And by that time, like Doflamingo slashed Luffy behind the, but before like Luffy could like do any damage, we end up finally seeing Doflamingo hardening his body with armament hockey, and that was pretty cool. He puts on his, I believe, left breast and chest or something onto his side, and he blocks it, and then and by that time, like the beheaded Doflamingo slashed Luffy with the strings, and then the Doflamingo imbued his fist with armament hockey and punched him in the face. And surprisingly, they did not know what the hell was going on. But Violet says like he must be using something something that's in a word of Japanese or any foreign language that I'm not familiar with. Something that means clone. That's all I found so far. By that time, Doflamingo asked King Riku, "Hey, do you remember that catastrophic night that you had with like people being slaughtered and you killing them?" And the king says, and the former king says, "That freaking day haunts me every damn day for the rest of my life. Why the hell are you mentioning that right now, you know?" And Doflamingo says, "Well, I'm gonna make sure this happens again, and by that time, like, it's going to be real fun." The way how he smiles and so forth. And surprisingly, things are just gonna get more hectic, and he has Pika like have Luffy and the others thrown out of the building, and things just turn out for the worst. And then Law looks at the sky, and by the time when they landed safely, thanks to Luffy's like gum balloon, Trafalgar Law looks at the sky like in horror, like he's scared, or he's either have a face that's like solemn or in scared motion that he's really knowing. He says, "Now the birdcage is gonna begin." We end up seeing all these like projectiles, or should I say strings, if you guys want to call it, flown up in the air, and then later like everything ends up like formed around or something, you know, and like a cage. It's the bird cage that Doflamingo mentions, and even Fujitora is witnessing this, and all the Marines, everybody, they go like, "What the hell is going on?" You know. And then by the time the many stones, we end up seeing the smiley factory or smile factory in the right pronouncing situation, well, and so forth. And there are many buildings that are being raised up right now, and by that time, Doflamingo makes an announcement telling everybody, especially the citizens, and probably the Marines as well, which Fujitora, along with the vice admiral, is listening, and it's like, dude, you realize that these Marines are listening right now, right? And surprisingly, the Marines cannot like get in contact with HQ, which sucks because we don't know when those backup battleships, or I think those battleships might have came, like Fujitora asked, you know. And later, Doflamingo makes an announcement: "Citizens of Dressrosa, as you all know, like I'm gonna announce something to you, you know. We're gonna have a little game, knowing that you all know the truth." And later it's like some of these people can't control their bodies anymore, especially the innocent civilians. And I go like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know. And later, like he says, this is gonna be a kill me, something like kill whatever game that Doflamingo mentions. And he says like, "Knowing that you guys know what's going on, I'm gonna have a little competition with you. I am not going to run or hide." And I'm just thinking, you're like in your palace right now, waiting for them to arrive at your freaking run in your face or something. Dude, I feel like you're still running, knowing that you're not going to participate in the game. Though he says he's not going to run or hide, but I'm not so sure if he is really going to run or hide. But pretty much if he's a man of his word, he won't. But he also mentions like before I even let any of you like speak word of what happened in this country for real, I'm gonna give you this. You could either kill me, the game's over, you know. If but there's another way. Everybody has to kill each other or something, or you have to take someone's head. And I go like, oh freaking Lord, this is not good. When I looked at it, and he says those who takes the head or something, and I think the pirates and many other people are listening, smiling in greed, and I go like, oh dear Lord, I guess money really can kill people these days, you know. And he says like, kill everybody, kill anybody, grab their heads and bring them to me or something. Or I don't know, like, and I'll reward you handsomely. And I go like thinking like he might be lying right there. He just wants everyone that knows the effing truth dead, and it ends right there, ends right there or something. But before he even mentioned anything of that, he did something called the ability called parasito or something, but so forth. Like everybody was listening, Luffy, Zoro, and so forth. Like especially Fujitora and the Marines, like realizes what the hell is going on, especially what Doflamingo is doing. And right now things are getting down to the nitty gritty because Doflamingo is now just ordered a game that just like activated a game that includes killing almost everybody instantly or something worse, you know. And I've been thinking like, god dang, this is gonna be one hell of a fight right here, you know. Overall, this chapter is surprising, and right now getting hectic at the same time. I'm really surprised about what the hell this chapter is like going to bring right now. I'm like thinking, what the hell are these innocent civilians going to do? They have nothing to do with this but witness the truth or something, you know? And for Doflamingo to go that far and to do anything like that, I can understand how much of a threat he could pose to the Marines, and no wonder like Law mentions like they're gonna send the best fighters, the admirals, on your ass the moment you step down from the Shichibukai. But at the same time, knowing that Fujitora's there and he heard the whole thing, I am pretty sure, or Luffy or any strong pirate like that. Well, I'm like putting my hands between Luffy and Fujitora is gonna try to get to Doflamingo and stop this madness right now, because it's gonna be a freaking bloodbath for real. Like everybody's gonna get slaughtered, whoever knows the truth, and Doflamingo like activated that game, and yeah, he's damn well heartless, you know, but he's a pirate anyway, and a freaking like former world noble. He wouldn't even give up, even if someone died or something, you know. And later, like yeah, it ended where Doflamingo mentions like well, he did announce the game, and yeah, there are only a couple questions like I hope Sanji, where's Sanji, Nami, Chopper, Brook, and Momonosuke, like, are they doing fine? How's Caesar, you know? But I don't know when we're gonna find out, but I'm pretty cursed worried right now. Like, this chapter got me pretty tensed up and hyped. Like, Doflamingo, like, revealing more of his darker personality now, like, willing to kill innocent civilians and everybody, whoever knows the truth, to hide what happened in Dressrosa. Well, that's him, you know. This chapter was tense. I'm looking forward to what's going on for the next chapter. I'll be reading and reviewing, and yeah, Doflamingo, man, I hope you're gonna get stopped right now, cause the last thing I need is another bloodbath that you caused or something overall, and end up pretending that you're some effing hero or something, you know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This chapter was pretty good. Was pretty good. 5 out of 5. Like, seriously, a 5 out of 5. Like, had some good progression and activated a major sudden death game. Kill in or kill out, up to you. Like, you will die. I'm actually looking. Like, tell me what you people think. Like, comment, rate. Like, comment below, you know, because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm looking forward to like a freaking huge battle. Like I hope it's either Fujitora or Luffy goes after Doflamingo, but I don't know who. But tell me what you all think. Comment, rate, subscribe. I am Alpha Zero Forum. Have an awesome day, people. Later.